Hello everyone, I'm Rafael Lopez, founder of InnerChispa LLC in the United States and PC.SA in Ecuador. Today, I want to introduce you to InnerOS, a multi-agent swarm system designed to automate field operations, technical support, and dynamic quotations, among other things, in the future. Our development journey began with the first steps at AntiGravity. To test and improve the project, we continued with Google AI Studio, where we designed the strategic logic of our 8 autonomous droids using Gemini's reasoning engine. Finally, we considered and built all the code infrastructure in Cursor using Composer 2.5, also integrating it with Google's Gemini API on Google Cloud, achieving data sovereignty in a local environment with a hybrid setup that also works in the cloud. What is the true power of InnerOS? It lies in its hybrid architecture. The system is designed with unique flexibility. For corporate clients with strict security, cybersecurity, or sensitive information handling policies in Ecuador, such as SRI data, inventories, or WhatsApp, the swarm runs 100% natively on local servers under Docker. However, for companies seeking scalability and preferring a completely cloud-based alternative, the architecture is perfectly viable and ready to be deployed immediately on GCP. Join me again at the screen so I can show you how this hybrid swarm carries out a real mission. Here we have the initial development which we did with AntiGravity. As you can see, the logic for the originally there were 7 agents, is also created here. We started developing, but then we ran into some limitations with AntiGravity, so what we did was migrate. We got the opportunity, the benefit of being able to try Google AI Studio. We downloaded the software and also began internal development. As you can see here, we also managed to consolidate 8 agents into a panel where we can interact in real time. We can do things like capture audio, upload files, and specifically ask for what we want to do. We have a real-time demonstration of what it does, as well as a brief explanation of what each agent does, right? We can also interact with this menu. It's published online, so you can check it out. And we also saw that there were certain limitations in Google AI Studio, really. Since it's a sandbox type environment, it didn't allow us to make certain connections for validations and all that. So the need also arose to have a local environment. So what did we decide to do? We moved forward with Cursor, imported the project as well, and started to open up a hybrid structure, right? The logic for the design and the agents runs in the Google Cloud, but we also have the logic for these agents running locally on my local machine, that is on my server. So we created this development together with Cursor using Composer 2.5 and also using the Gemini API to make sure we have the best of both worlds, and the result was phenomenal. In other words, we achieved something out of this world because the connection works both internally, externally, and on my server, achieving autonomy and, most importantly, data sovereignty, which is what we were ultimately aiming for with this development. Well, here I'm going to show you the pages, the real demos that work. This one here is the demo of the local development. We worked together with Brock and we developed a way to publish this application so that people can view it on the internet. We have a small demo right here. It automatically picks up an email and we can select it. Based on the email, what we want to do is generate a quote or perform some actions. So we validate with the SRI to check if that user exists. I'm going to enter my ID number. And it performs a real local validation in real time with one of the agents, right? One of the agents is in charge of verifying that the information actually exists. Once it's validated, we proceed to enter my number. And we move forward. We choose what we want to sell to the client. We enter a quoted report, something we want to send to the client, and this is where the magic begins. The agents are going to start doing their job. All the processes will run automatically. As you can also see on the panel, it shows exactly what each agent has to do. And with the magic and help of Gemini and Google, the magic happens and the demo runs and is complete. These are truly real-time processes. Nothing here is staged. And finally, I want to show you that we also published, even though it wasn't finished, the development that was done with Google AI Studio. There were also some things missing here, things that didn't work due to limitations in the sandbox. But we do have a small demo where we can also show that Similarly, in the command window, it shows us what each agent is doing, how they interact with each other, how one agent calls another, and really fulfilling the goal, which was to create a swarm of agents that communicate with each other and allow us to achieve this magic, right? I mean, it's truly a very rewarding experience. I love it. It's been really impressive. I'm still recording video with little time left, but I love continuing to share with you all. Thank you for the opportunity, and I hope to see you very soon in other projects we'll have. If you have any questions, you can contact me through my social media. Take care. Thank you.